Tango Woman. This was requested by Liberation, and they specifically requested it to be inspired by the Cats Live at the Cat's Cradle version, which is pretty cool. It's not very different. It's just mostly the sort of nuances of the performance, but structurally and everything's similar. So the main difference is that that version is a lot dirtier. There's a lot more. It's a lot more distorted. The other version is a lot cleaner and whatnot. Turn all this reverb delay off. The intro is a bit different because on the live, I don't know if he just messes up and doesn't sync up with it right, but the intro has a little slide thing. So we're going to start off with these triads. So it's just F to G. You can do bar chord if you want, but I think it's more accurate to do just 3-note triad here. So it's I don't think on the recorded version he even actually like hits it and mutes it. I think it's just right, so he does it twice. And he slides up a third time, and then that's it. And then the song kicks in. So it's just G. So, and the G here, he basically just mostly hits it from the D string downward. I throw the low G note in there just to give it a bit more heft. And then he goes, so he mutes it low E, open, 2, open. So that's his sort of intro to the E minor chord. And then A minor. I think sometimes he will sporadically have that open B string in there, but he mostly has it just a regular A minor chord. And then a D, and he throws in the classic suspension there. And then it just loops, right? So I hit that with upstrokes personally. I don't know if he does, but I do it just to emphasize that high note. The most important thing to sort of emulate that particular performance is to play it with a lot of reckless abandon. He's heavily muting it. But a lot of the stuff he's not muting is kind of, he just randomly, it's just really hitting it hard, right? So he's really digging into the strings, like he's pinching as much as he possibly can. And there's a few fills that he throws in, so mostly on this D note, so G. So that one, he does the classic 6th move, so slides all the way up to 11 there on the G, and then hits the high E, 10th. And then similar fill. All right, same kind of thing, but he slides up 14 on both, and then slides back down. And he also does it, the other fills he does with the A minor and the D. So right, so it does jumps up an octave there. I don't know if he has the high E note in there or the low E note in there. I definitely hear that sort of dyad with the A and the C on the 14 and the 13 of the G and B. There's one time where he kind of holds it out a bit more. And then he just does the same kind of D lick, but an octave higher. And again, I can't stress enough, you got to really dig into it to really channel what he's doing. Right, so. All right, and then he does a similar thing again. That one he does it just more of a standard rhythm. And then he does, right? So he throws that a little. He just does the, he might be throwing the flat 7 in there, but he's definitely doing these 2 notes on the 14. I like to throw in that note in there. So he throws that extra little strum in there, right? And those are essentially like the main fills he throws in. And by the way, the end of the song, he also, the only other thing to talk about in the solo would be the end of the song. And he goes, I think he hits the G one more time there, but he does the slide up thing with the extra, strums there. 3 times. And then it ends. Like that. So the only other thing is the solo. It sounds like this. So it sounds like that. So you can be starting off on the, he does it on the E string, I'm almost certain. So you're going to rake into that, or fret, as Dean would say, on the G string. That's right, G note on the high E string. So hit it twice. Right? So 3, 5, 7. Then 7, 8, 11. Sorry, 10. Go back down to 8. Little trill there. Not trill, I guess, but little hammer on, pull off. Slide down. And then extra little slide down there. And then he's going to go. You can just pluck the open and then hammer on, or you could pluck it twice. Right? So it's open, 1, 3, and then open. I like to pull off on that. And I'm pretty sure that's what he does. And then he's going to do the C note, first fret of the B. Hammer on, pull off, land on that A note. He's going to throw in that in the open B string. And then he'll fit the first fret of the B there. That's how he's going to... So move that up a whole step, that third. So just going to hit that and slide up from the 4th to the 5th on there and not mess around with the B string anymore. Is going to jump up to the high E. Right? Move that up there. So from the 5th on both of those to the 7th of both of those. And then he's going to go... That's how he ends it. He slides up from the 7 to the 9 on the G. And then hits the 8 on the B, and then back on the 9 of the G. And that's how he ends it. So that's pretty much the whole song. Thank you for watching this lesson. Hope you have a great day.